Hank here for Free Podcast Tools, and I wanted to alert you if you haven't already seen this item, the Yamaha AG08 Live Streaming Mixer. They've been talking about it for about a month now, and it's supposed to come out next week, which would be the beginning of March. Retail price $630 US. Let's take a click in here and get a little tighter look at this product. So on here, as you can see, we've got two mic channels. These are combo channels, and channel 2 has high Z input if you're a musician. On the front here, you have some vocal effects, and then you can set 4 vocal presets on here. Mute buttons. FX can be applied independently on each channel. So each channel you could do compression, EQ, reverb, and delay. We have the headphone ports on the top, which I'm not a big fan of ports on the top. And then you could also use a headset mic in here on this port over here, or you could just use the channel 1 if you're using a regular dynamic or condenser microphone. And each of the headphone outputs, you can have their own dedicated monitor mix and a mix minus function that will prevent the first 2 channels from being routed to their mix. We'll pull up a different screen here. So here we have the back of the device with the combo jacks. We got 3, 4 here, 1/4 inch. We have an assignable foot switch. So a lot of musical implications on here. It seems to be trying to be the jack of all trades. Nice monitor outs as well. It's supposed to come in both black and white. Now down here you see you have the 6 sound pads, and they say you can load your own sounds in the software. The record button here is only for these pads. I'm going to show you the routing in just a second, but a couple things that are lacking on this. No onboard recording. I think that is a bit of a miss for me as a podcaster. I always want that physical recorder on the device if I could help it. I've been spoiled by the Rodecaster series and then the Mixcast 4 and even the Zoom series of interfaces. And also when it comes to these sound pads, I don't know the true flexibility. You know, can you switch the banks? How long can the sounds be? Can you play, pause, and all those different effects that we get with the Mixcast 4 and the Rodecaster Pro and Rodecaster Pro 2, of course. I'm hoping to learn more about that in the near future. But let's get to the routing, because as you can see here, you have the option from switching from line to USB, line to USB, line to USB. So let's go into their routing. So on here, as you can see, they show the ability to choose from line or USB, and you have the switch on here for streaming on and off. But down here gives a better picture. So you could have the PC game, voice chat app, and then another app, music playback they have on here, but they said any other app. So like 3 connections in one, which is puts you in the mind of the Rodecaster Pro 2. So you could have those channels coming in, those sounds coming in to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you could adjust their volume with the fader on each of those channels. And then you can be streaming out to a streaming service and a voice chat app, which I think is really cool that they've got the routing in there like this. And it just shows different configurations of what you could do. So I think this is a pretty cool device. I was really contemplating shelling out the $630, but I don't think it is for me. I don't think I would be able to make the best use of that device just because of the 2 things I've mentioned. No onboard recording, and then I'm not sure about the true flexibility of the sound pads. So those 2 things would hinder me from shelling out $650 to play around with it. I know with the Mixcast 4 and the Rodecaster Pro and Rodecaster Pro 2 that I'm getting all the features that I really need for podcasting, which I like the dedicated hardware recording, and then the flexibility with the sound pads, talkback, stuff like that. So it looks like a really cool attempt. I'm going to say that. But it does not seem to do everything I would want it to do. But as always, what's your opinion? Is this the device that you've been waiting for? Yamaha, they are synonymous with really good quality. My first podcast mixer was a Yamaha. I think it was the MG10/2. And I loved it, used it for years and years and years and years. Gave it to a friend of mine when I upgraded my equipment. But cool attempt here. I don't think it's 100% hit for me. Chime in the comments down below. Let me know what you like and what you dislike about this Yamaha AG08. Thank you for tuning in.